What's going on, everyone? This is JTTechie, and if you're new to guitar, then chances are you may be struggling with playing the F chord. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you the easiest way how to play the F chord, some tips and tricks on how to master it, and also a few alternative ways that you can play it until you can work your way up to playing the full bar chord F. So that's coming right up. Before we begin, make sure your guitar is tuned to standard tuning, and also ensure that your fingernails are nicely trimmed, because if your nails are long, it's going to create some fret buzz and it may mess things up for you, alright? So first we're going to start with the full bar chord F. This is the way you should be trying to play it, and it looks like this, okay? So your index finger is going to bar the first fret, and your middle finger is going to be onto the second fret, third string, and your other two fingers will be on the third fret, strings 4 and 5. And you strum all the strings. Right? When you're playing it like this, try to pluck each string one by one just to test that all the strings are ringing. Okay, if any of the strings are kind of buzzed out, or you can't really hear it, or it's muted, then you know something's wrong. You can try to press down or apply more pressure on that string, okay? So one quick tip here that I like to do if you're having some trouble is I like to take my right arm and I'm gonna gently pull this body of the guitar back a bit, and my left hand, I'm also pulling the guitar backwards as well. So I'm creating this pulling motion while the torso of my body is holding the guitar still. So by doing that, pulling it back, it's applying more pressure to the strings as you fret them. So that's perfect if you find that you're not having enough strength in that department, okay? Another tip is make sure on your index finger, when you're barring the first fret, that the strings don't land on the line in between your knuckles. See, because if one of the strings are on the line of your knuckle, then it might create fret buzz also, okay? The second way to play the F chord, if you really cannot play it this way, is take your index finger and do a miniature bar onto the first fret, strings 1 and 2, okay? All your other fingers, keep them where they were, and play all the strings except for string 6. This is a completely acceptable way to play the F chord as well. Okay, again, you can just pluck each string, in this case all the strings except for the 6th string. Make sure they all ring out. And if that's too hard, then we've got the third way to play the F chord, which is you keep everything the way it is except remove your ring finger, okay? Now, of course, you're not going to play like this with your pinky like that. So just put your ring finger where your pinky is, which is the 3rd fret, 4th string. Play all the strings except for strings 5 and 6. And this way is also really acceptable for an F chord as well. And then lastly, if that's still too hard for you, then we can play the 4th way, which is gay! Your index finger, just put it onto the 1st fret, 2nd string, okay? So you leave the 1st string, which is the high E string. You're just gonna mute it or just not play it. So really you're just playing strings 2, 3, and 4. Okay? I strongly suggest not resorting to this F chord if you don't have to, okay? Really strive to play this full bar F chord. Want to learn more songs on guitar that you can sing to? Be sure to hit the subscribe button down below. And until next time, keep leveling up guitar, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.